what we've made today. So, we're going to make this cushion.
I'm really scared about this.
Slightly bit scared, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's terrible,
As
isn't
long
it?
as-
A slightly bit scared.
I'm very scared, not slightly.
I'm scared for her, that's why I can't
Yeah, yeah.
speak.
As long as
Not really.
as long as I'm still only going to have to use my simple stitch.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
fine
We're
then,
not
that's
doing
fine.
we're not doing anything else, and
Okay.
it's straight lines.
I can manage it, I think.
And with this coming over the top here,
Yeah, okay.
with a bit of Velcro on. So
Perfect.
I know we said last week, well, whenever,
Yeah, whenever it was.
that we were going to do buttonholes, but actually thinking about it, I think we're starting.
It's easier for me. It's easier for me. Yeah.
Emma had a little bit of a breakdown about buttonholes, so we've gone for Velcro because they don't want to scare you.
No, don't scare me.
We need to tread slowly,
Yeah,
slowly.
very slowly catch a monkey.
That's the one.
There
That's
we
the
go.
one. That's the one.
Yeah.
So we've got these gorgeous fabrics that have been donated to us by the lovely Charlotte Lewis.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Yeah, thank
so
you, Charlotte.
glad you could
She's,
donate these for us.
Because they're beautiful. She's
No, I really wanna
a
make a
local
cushion.
upholsterer, isn't she? So she really knows her stuff. So these fabrics are what I would call a medium weight, which is what you need to make a cushion.
Can I ask you, is that because it's more durable?
Yeah.
For sort of,
For
sofas
everyday
and whatever?
use, yeah. If you're going to put it on your sofa, you're going to be leaning up against it,
Yeah.
and washing it as well. You see, it will.
You have to wash it more.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll wash nicely, and,
Yeah.
and it'll last you so much longer than if you used a very thin cotton or something like that. So
Okay.
yeah, and also when you're first starting, this is your first actual item that you're making. So excited! this rate
Yeah.
is perfect
Excellent.
because it's not going to move around loads.
Right.
It
okay.
should be kind to you.
So if it was lighter, presumably it would move about more than if
Yeah,
it was
quite
if it was
possibly.
weightier. Would that not be easier?
Yeah. So hopefully it's going to be easy for you with a bit of luck.
So what's the first step of making this then?
the first thing to do is to buy your. Sorry, could you?
Yeah,
Can you lean over?
I can.
And pass in the.
Right,
so
there we
this
go.
is your inner cushion. So they come in all different sizes. So you obviously choose the size that you want. This is quite a big one really, but but anyway, we're going to go with it. So that's the inner. So you
Okay.
take your measurements from that, and they should be roughly. So it should be a perfect
Can
square.
I ask you a question? When you say take the measurements from it, do you mean measure from there to there?
Yes.
And this side?
Yeah.
So
So
obviously
they
it's a square.
they should be exactly the same. It should be a perfect square. I'd
Right,
be
okay.
surprised if you got one that wasn't actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be a perfect square.
Right, okay.
And then the next thing to consider is
Yeah.
if you've got a pattern like this one, to make sure that you've got it the right way round. So that when you come to make your cushion up and you put it on your lovely sofa or whatever, it's not upside down.
Can I just say, I did hang some wallpaper upside down once.
Everyone's done that.
I was
haven't
ever
they?
so pleased with myself.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was wrong.
Did you leave it?
Yeah, I did actually. I couldn't see it, so it didn't matter.
Well, that's fine.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
So this applies to fabric as
It
well.
applies to fabric as well. So, and obviously there's pattern matching and all that sort of stuff, but we're not. I'm not
dear.
gonna.
No, that's-
I'm not gonna suggest that you do that. But
No,
obviously,
please don't,
no.
because I don't think that's going to happen. Would that have
No.
been easier for me, that
Yeah.
fabric?
Yes.
All right, okay. So, thanks.
But anyway, we've
Yeah.
thrown you into this. Now, well, you said you liked this one.
I
so
love
left
this
with it.
fabric. It's
beautiful.
absolutely gorgeous.
It is
yeah.
beautiful. So, measurements wise, these were 20 inches by 20 inches. So I've cut one square with an inch seam allowance all the way round.
So whatever you measure, you add an inch on
either,
top.
either side. So this now is 22 by 22.
Right, okay. I think
Okay.
I get that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So all you do is you mark out 20 by 20 and
Yeah.
then you go round and add another inch up
Before you
from
cut
your 20,
it.
all the
So
way
you-
round.
right.
So then you know you've got your seam allowance.
Yes.
And half an inch would probably be fine as well. But I think if you just give yourself a little bit more,
Yeah,
because
to
you
play
can take
with.
away,
Yeah.
you can't add it
Yeah, yeah.
once you've
Okay.
cut it. So we've got one.
So that's one side
That's
of the cushion.
one. That's one side. Yeah. So that bit, if I take there, is this bit here.
Yeah.
From there to there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then is the back piece longer because
The back
to
piece
allow
is
for the
longer
flap?
because we're going to put this flap over the top, and that's how we're going to finish the cushion
Right,
off.
okay.
So you want double.
Right.
So we've got two there.
Yeah.
One 22 by 22 and then another 22
yeah.
by 22, so that you've got
Allowing
Yeah.
for our extra.
you're
Yeah.
allowing for that extra to come over the top
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
And it's halfway, which I like, but obviously it's personal preference.
I mean, I think it does look nice when it's
Yeah,
halfway, don't you?
yeah,
Rather than
I
sort
think so.
of
I think if it's
at the top or
if
something.
it's a bit,
Yeah.
it looks a bit mean. So if
Yeah,
you've got
bit
the
stingy,
if
bit
you've got
stingy
the
with the
fabric,
fabric. Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
use it. So first things first. Now, I would overlock first, but everybody hasn't got an overlocker,
No,
and I
no.
don't suggest that people go out and get one.
No, okay.
When they're
So
first
what
starting.
does the overlocker do? Can I
So
ask
the
you?
overlocker, it does a stitch like that. Don't know if you can see. Can you see that there?
Oh.
So it binds the edges.
On the separate pieces of fabric.
Yeah.
So it tidies them up, really.
It tidies
That's all
them
it's
up,
doing.
stops them from fraying.
So basically, it just runs along the top of the fabric and.
But if
tidies
you've
them up.
on your domestic sewing machines, if you've got a newish machine, it will have
Oh,
an
will it have that on
overlocking.
it?
Will have an overlocking stitch.
Oh really?
If you've got an old machine like mine, it'll have a basic zigzag, so you can zigzag all your edges
Before you do anything.
Before you do anything.
So that would be going round all of this.
yeah,
Okay.
every bit of it.
So we're not gonna do that today.
Or you could invest in pinking shears,
Oh no.
which is a zigzag edged scissor.
Oh, that'd be easier. Surely, just cut it.
And then you just cut it. There's
Oh,
no guarantee
perfect.
that it won't fray. That's the only thing. There
Right,
isn't
okay.
any guarantee that it
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
fray.
And presumably,
But-
if you have spent money and bought some really nice fabric, you don't,
You
want
don't
to risk it,
no,
do
you don't really
No.
want it to fray.
No.
So I would use whatever stitch you've got on your machine. Usually in the instructions they will say you could use this stitch
Yeah.
for edging.
Right.
So whatever you've got.
So presumably, I mean, we've just taken this out of the box, haven't we? For the people that
Yeah.
are watching this, they can't sew like me.
Yeah.
Well, they might be able to do a little bit more
yeah,
than me.
yeah. Well, no, but there will
But-
be people out there.
So
that
this is all
can't.
new, isn't it?
So this is all new.
It will say in the instruction manual.
So you
to-
can see here, you've got
Yeah.
these stitches which we showed you last
with all
time.
the little pictures
there's
on the back.
there's a zigzag on
And I could
this
use
one.
that,
You could use that and go all the way
instead
around.
of the overlocker.
Yeah, all the way around the edges.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So first things first.
Getting a sweat on.
You're getting a sweat on.
Yeah.
Right,
okay.
don't get a sweat on. So find which you want to be the top and which you want to be the bottom. Now, for me, naturally,
Yeah.
I would say this is the top because of the way the birds.
Really? Right,
Yeah. So
okay.
if you're looking at it that way,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, I'll take your word for that because
Well, no, what
I
do-
wouldn't know at all. I don't
Because
really...
right, okay. So if I turn it that way, can you
Yeah.
see how now the birds are
When
all
it looks
going
upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
see what
you
you're
can.
saying.
So it looks
Yeah.
wrong,
So
doesn't
it's
it?
the direction that they're flying. So
Yeah.
it's just getting it right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I would say.
I actually thought my flowers were the right
There.
way. So you're probably asking the wrong question. You know, on my wallpaper.
Do you know what the best thing to do is after you've cut your piece out,
Yeah.
put it against something like the sofa or on top of another cushion and walk away
That's a really good
and
idea. I might
have a
then
look
have a
at
look.
it from a distance.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if you're happy with it, the way whichever way the fabric is
Yeah.
showing, then go with that.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I shall remember
Yeah.
that when I'm making
And
something
also
else.
the other thing that I do
Yeah.
is when you've found your top, if you get a pin and just put it through a couple of times, that is then showing you
That's the top.
that that's the top of your fabric.
so you don't have to think about
You don't
it.
even have to think about
Okay,
it. That's
yeah.
that's the top of your fabric. So we're going to do that again with this piece. So naturally, for me,
That's the top.
that's the top.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with this is that when that comes down, it is that top
That
bit
is going to be
there
upside down.
it is going to be upside down a little bit.
Yeah.
So the way that you could combat that is to actually put a seam in here and
Right.
turn that round
Oh,
the other way.
No, we'll just leave it
If
upside
you want,
down.
if
That's
you
fine.
wanted to,
Yeah, yeah.
You
No,
could,
no,
yeah,
just do it this
you
way.
could do that. So if I put another pin in that way, so then again we know that's the top. So I'm going to get my tape measure.
And you have to then presumably measure an inch.
Yeah, your specs on.
Round.
Now there is such a thing as coloured carbon paper tracing paper, and you can get a tracing wheel. What have I done with my tracing wheel? Put it over there. Can't get up really, can I? I'll go around. Oh, ruined it all now. You can get a nice shot of my bum now.
Oh dear.
Right, let me just show you this. Tracing wheel, very sharp,
Okay.
little spikes.
Oh, I had that
Can
on
you
my
see
face
that?
once, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a beauty treatment.
treat.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I can if you like. So you would use the coloured carbon paper and trace through like that, and it leaves little dots of the colour. But you know,
Is that instead of pinning?
no. It's just to mark your seam allowance. So you're not.
Oh, I
so
see.
you're not having
instead
to
of having to
constantly
measure,
do that.
you could just roll it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
But
I see.
it's I would invest if you're going to do a lot.
Right.
Because they are, and the next time we do something, I'll probably get you to use that and the carbon paper.
okay.
Just have to mind your fingers because it is very sharp.
Okay,
That one,
yeah.
very very sharp.
So now you're measuring.
So what we're going to do first is we're going to tidy up this edge. So we're going to fold it over and put a stitch along there, and we're also going to do this edge as well,
Right,
inside
okay.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So specs on, my love. 3, 2, 1,
Go.
go.
Right. Okay.
So we're gonna
Oh, you measure it that
measure
way.
an inch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do
Do you know what? That's so much more straightforward than if I was going to do it. I won't show you what
No,
I
go
would
on.
have done.
No, go on.
I would have
We'll
gone,
get tape measure.
I would have gone that way
Yeah.
without bending the fabric, moving the fabric over.
Yeah.
And I would have gone like that. And then I would have had to have tried to mark that and move it over like that.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense
No.
because it's easier just to go like that.
Because the
isn't
thing
it?
is, you can go along and mark, but you can't see it that.
Do you know what? I've
Can't
learned
see
I
it-
really
can't
have
see
learned
it
something.
That side.
That's excellent.
So, but because we're doing a
Yeah.
sort of hemming, really.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
these are the bits that you want. You don't want those fraying or,
No.
or on show,
Okay.
really. So.
And that makes it easier to pin, presumably, because you just shove a pin in there, do
Yeah,
you?
yeah. So you're just going to put a pin in there. So on your, if you'd have, whatever you've done, overlock stitch or
On the edges here, or the zigzag.
yeah, or the zigzag,
Or the scissors. Did you mention
or
the scissors?
yes, or the pinking shears. Yeah. Did your mum not have pinking shears? My mum always cut with pinking
Ooh.
shears.
My mum, bless her, didn't sew anything. Hasten to add, which is why I'm the way I am. Yeah.
Oh, Pam.
I know. She didn't bake either. She didn't bake.
Pam.
Do you know, I went to school one day, came home, and I could see flour on the worktops. And I was so
Did you
pleased.
get
I thought she'd
excited?
baked a cake. She didn't have the heart to tell me she'd only been flouring liver. I'm so excited. I thought we had cake.
And all you had was liver.
Liver.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like liver either.
Oh no. Oh, do you flour liver?
Yeah, apparently so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh.
I know. Just wanted a slice of cake.
Just wanted a slice of cake.
Also, you've done it. That was very quick.
Right, so just pinned that along. So now.
Can you see where it's all pinned there? The
All
colour
pinned
pins.
across.
So this is where I get my skates on with
Yeah.
my pumping action.
With your pumping action.
Pumping action.
I am just going to move these round. Right, when you come to pin,
Don't go through it.
no, don't go through it. Should I pin? I was just thinking, should I pin them? If you pin across like that,
Yes.
then the needle should just go over in case you
Well, presumably, if I went over those, it would break
break the needle.
Okay.
Yeah, it will break the needle.
Can I ask you, the
Yeah.
sewing machine needles very expensive?
No,
Okay.
no. You just need to know the make of your sewing machine. So you can, when you buy a machine, you should get a certain amount that
Oh,
come.
I've just noticed something.
that
You've got
come
a
with
there's
it.
a little
Oh
measure,
yeah, you've got a ruler there. Yeah,
a ruler on the side
yeah,
there.
you have.
Oh, that's handy.
You have. So you can
Right,
So
okay.
I have put the pins in this way, so that you can hopefully just go along. So it doesn't. So it
So I
won't-
can go through them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But try not to.
Oh, do you want me to take them out then?
Yeah. Take them out as you get to each point, because it's good practice. Because actually,
Yeah.
you can then have your pins that way, and you stitch up to them, take that out, carry on, stitch up to them, take it out, and carry on. But just for now, because it's
Okay.
your first time.
And when I'm sewing this,
Mm-hmm.
do I sew right to the edge, or is there any particular?
No,
No.
don't sew right to the edge. So we're back with this. So would you see the line in the middle that we
Yeah.
talked about
Yeah,
last
yeah.
time, which is where your stitch line is going
Yes.
to be. So if you line your foot up with the edge of this fabric,
Oh, I see. So the
and you
foot
could
guides me.
you could use that as a guide.
Do you know what?
Now, if you use that
In the middle.
that mark
of the
there in the
foot.
middle of the foot as
Yeah.
your guide, because
Yeah.
that's where your stitches is going to be. So I would line up this edge of the fabric with this edge
Of
of
the foot.
the foot.
Right,
and
okay.
Put the
And,
foot
and
down.
am I in the right place to start at the end there? Is
Yeah.
that okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the foot down.
You're gonna put
and
that
my,
foot down.
my threads are back there.
Yeah. So, and you know we talked about back stitch.
Oh, we didn't do
We need
that.
to do a bit of it. So I just want you to do a couple of stitches forward,
Right.
if you can.
Pump, pump, pump.
Pump, pump. That's
Ooh,
it.
that was
right.
about-
Now this. I'll. Do you want me to press it first? Because you have to press that in, but hold it.
Yeah, you do it, and now it'll go backwards.
It'll go
will it?
backwards a couple
So
of stitches.
do I just do it the same, slowly?
yeah, a couple of stitches. That's it. Now you carry on.
Is that it?
Yeah. All we've done there is secured the
The
stitching,
end.
so it won't come undone.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Okay. So do I do that the other end as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah. That's it. So use that as a guide.
So can I go through this pin?
You can. Go
Or do you want me to
nice
take
and
it
slow.
out?
Well, you can take it out.
Oh, pin out. There.
There you go.
In
into
the pot.
in
Right,
the
okay.
pot. You haven't forgotten, have you? Which is
Ooh.
good.
I really like this fabric, and I'm frightened that I'm going to mess it up, and I won't want to use it.
Because it can be fine. It's tricky, isn't it? You don't quite know where to put your hands. It's very tricky. And the one pin's actually digging in the side. Oh, is it? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's it. Oh, yeah. See, look, that you to stop just before the pin. But it's just, it doesn't matter if you go over. What, because you put them in right there? Yeah, because of the way I put the pins in. Professional, that was so close. So close.
Right, now what happens here?
Right.
Take the
so,
pin out.
Take the pin out. That's it. Hold it just there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're making sure that that's. So go as close to the edge as you possibly can, but try not to go off the.
About there.
No, a bit more. You need to get closer to the edge, because otherwise it'll still come undone. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Another one. Right now.
Press the button.
Yeah. Hold it in.
Now it's going to go back for
Yeah,
two
it's going
stitches.
to go back a few. That's it. Let go of the button and go forward again. There you go. You've doubled your. So foot up.
I've done it.
Foot up again.
Yeah.
Okay. Pull your
Thread.
thread out.
There we go. And cut.
Hopefully those are the sharp
So I
ones.
can
You can see now that it is starting to take shape. It's starting to look like
more like a cushion.
More like a
Yep.
cushion. So you did that seam along there,
Which you ironed,
yeah,
didn't you?
and we you did it again on this top bit.
Yes.
Here, so that was your your starting point. So now what I'm doing now is marking in
An inch
the inch
for the seam allowance.
For the seam allowance.
Yeah.
So use a pencil if that's what you've got.
Yeah.
Or if you've got tailor's chalk, then use that. But a pencil is absolutely fine because you're not going to see it.
Ooh,
so
you're using your tailor's chalk there.
So I've done a mixture. So I've got pencil down those bits, but I've just done a little bit of tailor's chalk there as well. And just so you know where to pin. So just very quickly, I'm going to put now. Which way do you want me to put the pin? Because actually you've got really good control.
Ooh, get you. Right. Okay. Well, whatever
do you know
way
what?
is easier.
Let's do this, shall we?
Properly.
Yeah, shall we?
Okay. Yeah. So you don't turn it in then for the inch seam allowance. You just sew along there.
No, you've got right sides together.
Yes.
Make sure you've always got your right
Yeah.
sides together.
And they're the
Should have
right way
said
up,
that. Yeah.
presumably.
Yeah, and that you've worked out your
The pattern.
Your
What
pattern.
way it's going.
Yeah, and which way it's going. So make sure you've done that, and then you literally just. Oh, see, I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
I'm going through.
Ooh.
Oh, I was going to laugh at you for doing that.
I know. And I didn't do it, did I?
No, you didn't do it. So with this, you can go all the way around here. You don't have to stop. So when you're pinning, make sure that you've got the pins so that you can, as you're stitching
Take them
towards
out.
them, you can take them out rather
Okay.
than having the pin head the other way. So, I mean, this is. I naturally want to go that way now on this bit, but obviously I've got to go. You've got to try and go that way.
So what do? I sew down here,
Yeah.
right off the edge. And
No.
then turn the foot.
So you're going to do that pivot again.
Ah.
So you stop your needle.
Lift the lever.
Yeah, lift
Make
the lever.
sure the needle's in the fabric.
That's right.
Turn it round.
That's
Ooh.
it. Oh, look at that.
And you thought I hadn't taken any of it on board.
No, I didn't think that for a second. So now we're going right. So now I've got to try and pin that way. So this is sending my brain into overdrive, trying to work out.
Can I ask you why the pins have to be going in the same direction? Or is that
because it's easier for you as you're sewing. Because I just said, you're stitching up to a pin and you're able to just take the pin
take it out.
If it's the other way,
I've got to put my hand across and pull it out there.
Yeah, and if you've got your foot right up against the head of the pin, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to take the pin out. So now this bit here. So this, we're creating that flap at the front.
Yes.
So you bring that piece down to there to meet that one there. So you're not overlapping. You're just putting it right up to the edge there. Okay. Yeah. So then again, we've got to just go round quickly. An inch seam allowance.
Can I ask you, because you're a professional, is it easier for you to use the tailored chalk than a pencil?
Yeah, well, it's just that it's
at hand.
It's at hand. Yeah, it's there. And the thing with the tailor's chalk is it will disappear over time. Obviously, pencil is not
okay.
But for something like this, it's all inside the cushion.
Yeah.
You're
You're
not going to see it. So if you haven't got any tailor's chalk and you've got a pencil to hand, then use that. That's absolutely fine. So yeah, we're just going to pin up here. And then just quickly pin this other side. Make sure that those two are nice and tight together. And then, Emma, you can go for it. So if you start here.
Start at the top.
Yeah? Do you want to have the pins over that side so you can go as you're going along?
Right. Glasses on.
Right.
Right, okay.
Right. So careful you don't stab yourself in the leg like you did last time. I do that all the time. When you've got something long and it's got pins in.
So am I holding the edge here?
No, you're in line. No, you're in line with the pins.
So keep the foot in line with the pin.
Do you want to just lift your needle up? So if you turn that towards
me, yeah.
And just make sure that needle's, that's it, brilliant. So you're lining up again, that mark in the middle of the foot, you're lining
with
up with the pin.
Okay.
So you're following the pin. Okay?
Yeah. I'll put that down.
Yeah, put that down. You go. And again, you're going to do your back stitch a little bit.
Yeah.
So you can ease that
pull that
pin
back a bit
just a little
because,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I'm going to go a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, I nearly went in that pin, didn't I?
No, you're all right, you're all right, you're all right.
Okay, can I take that out
Yeah,
now,
you can take that out. You can see it actually in thicker fabric. The pin actually leaves a little mark. Can you see that?
So ideally the middle of the foot needs to be in with the middle of the pin.
So can you see
Yes,
the little mark of the tailor's chalk? Very good.
Listen, I can do this. Anybody can do this.
Brilliant. So you're coming up to the end now.
I've got a swivel.
This is where you're going to pivot.
Oh, is that the correct word?
Yeah.
Not swivel.
No, it's that as well.
Pivot, not swivel. Okay, right.
You can say that as well if you so wish.
If I so wish. Right.
Right.
So I'm going to come
that
up to
pin
this
out.
pin, up to here where it's marked, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to pump it a bit.
No, that's exactly what to do. Now use your hand if you want to. So remember it's coming towards you.
So to put the needle
in. Move it forward. So move it forward. That's it. Now do you want to check where you are? So if you lift the foot up.
Is that about right?
That is absolutely spot on.
So turn it round.
Yeah. Turn your fabric round.
Pivoting, not swiveling.
Yeah. Well, no, both.
Okay.
So whatever
foot back down.
Phrase you want to use. Foot back down. Okay.
Okay.
That's it, and off again. That's it, and again. Brilliant. Spot on.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
You're absolutely spot on there. Brilliant. So remember your back stitch at the end. No, a bit more. Go a bit further. A bit further. You've got to be sort of at now I'd do it. Yeah, that's it. And then forward again to the end. That's it. Remember to lift your foot up. Oh, look what you've done.
Right.
Look what you've done. Right, so now we're going to turn it through. So,
what, have we got all the pins out? Oh yes, I did them as I went along.
So the edges, I always put, and I've got long nails, for some people haven't. I always put my thumb right in the edge and then push it through.
So you can make them clean.
But the other thing you can do, if you pass me a little pair of scissors, please. Yeah. The other thing you can do is use the edge. But be really careful.
Don't go through the
fabric. Because you
fabric.
can go through the fabric. So just be really,
just tease it out.
Really careful. So
yeah.
There you go. And then do the other one. Do you want to do this?
Not really. You're doing such a good job. I can actually see what I've got to do.
That's fine. I'll do it for you. So just pushing that out. There you go. So that's that
Ooh,
bit.
look at that. Okay.
And then that bit there. And that bit there. And look!
Wow.
Look what you have
Look at
done.
that.
So that's your main cushion
Yep.
part. So that's where that inner
Yes,
cushion
yeah.
is going to go inside there.
So now we need to
That
put the Velcro on.
is going to come down like that, you see.
Presumably you need to iron that first.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
all the
we're going to
seams are
iron.
a
Yeah,
bit-
we're going to iron it now. So now the first bit, which is the bit with the teeth in.
Yeah.
I always put the teeth on
At
top.
the top.
I do.
Okay.
So
that's
it.
this part.
That's that scratchy bit there, which is
Okay.
yeah. So we're going to place it. I'm now not right to the edge.
Okay.
I don't like doing right to the edge.
Why?
I just think it looks a bit nicer than if it. And also, if you go right to the edge, you run the risk
Oh, of seeing
it from the
Yeah,
other side.
yeah.
So I just think it's a bit nicer if you come in a little bit. Now with this, you don't have to do a big strip if you don't want to. You can do a tiny little bit in the middle,
Yeah.
or you can do a bit
Several
that
bits.
side and a bit that
Yeah.
side. So
I
I,
mean,
don't
it
know.
does-
Well, you say, because I've done a bit, but what do you want to do?
Well, I mean,
What would you like to do?
well, I'd rather do the easier and have it smaller. But I think that it's tidier with it all.
Are we
with
going to
all
go
of it.
for straight
What
across?
should we do? I think it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right then. So I've got. I'm not gone straight to the edges. I've got 1/2 inch.
Yeah. But
Coming
that's
in.
not seam allowance anymore. That's just for
No,
tidy
no.
factor.
That's exactly. That's so we don't see it. We don't want to see the Velcro. When it's all nice and finished.
So the next piece, presumably, has got to go halfway
has
down.
got
this
to go.
bottom piece.
Yeah, it's got to go halfway down. Now that is quite tricky because.
You don't want to go through, presumably.
Yeah, you're only going through this one piece.
Oh,
You're only going through there.
No,
So-
how am I going to do that?
So it is fiddly. I won't tell you any different. It is fiddly.
Would it have been more straightforward to do the buttons?
But you know, well, it's buttonholes, and buttonholes are
Fiddly.
well. I mean, they are, and they're not. It's one of those things, isn't it? You know, like I was saying last week, I have a bit of a thing with zips,
Oh, yeah.
and I can do them,
Probably can
and
do them
they're
standing on your
fine,
head.
and they're. But I've got a thing about it
Yeah.
now that I've had for years. So every time I put a zip in, I always think,
Yeah, not a zip.
not a zip. Doing it.
So I've got to
Right,
keep my
So now, yes.
very close
So
to
can
that
you
thin
see
edge.
that very thin edge
That
there?
very thin edge. Yeah.
And you're gonna line
Oh.
that
middle of
mark
the foot.
again, the middle of the foot onto there, and try and
Okay. Stay off the
stay off
scratchy
the little
stuff.
feet. Threads are running at the back. So I would put your foot down about there.
Here?
Yeah. So put the foot down about there. So you're going to have to do a back stitch again now.
Yeah,
as
because
well.
I'm starting, so I
Yeah,
come forward
yeah.
a bit.
So come forward a little bit. That's it, and now go back a bit. That's it. Right, and I know it's really hard. Out there.
Here?
Yeah, so put the foot down about there. So you're going to have to do a back stitch again now
Yeah,
as
because
well.
I'm starting, so I
Yeah,
come forward
yeah.
a bit.
So come forward a little bit. That's it, and now go back a bit. That's it. Right, and I know it's really hard. What is easier for you? Is it easier for you to look at that or where the needle's going? Which is easier?
None of it.
Oh.
It's
Wrong
all-
answer.
No, it's all very complicated.
Wrong answer.
No, it's not. It's
no.
just.
But you
no.
see, because
I think looking at the foot.
okay, well
Even though-
well you know that mark is where that needle is going to go down.
Yeah.
So if you keep that on that edge,
I thought I was before.
you should, because you are. I can see that you are now. You're definitely. There you go. And don't worry too much if you go on the teeth. On the scratchy
I think
bit.
I was being...
There you go.
I was trying to be too cautious to
Yeah.
stay off the teeth, to be honest.
It's fine. It's fine.
And I'm sort of going through there, I think.
Yeah, it's fine. Are any of those pins in your way?
No, not at all.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going
Well,
through...
yeah, okay.
I need to come off.
Yeah, do it gradually. That's it.
I don't think anybody's going to want my cushion
Yes,
because
they
the
will.
stitching's going to be all over the
Yes,
shop.
they will, because you've made it.
Would you like this cushion, Chris? No. Okay.
Oh, Chris, don't say that. This is going on the bed, isn't it?
The colours won't go.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'm coming... Right. So I'm coming to the end where I need to come forward.
Yeah, and then
Back
you need
stitch.
to do back stitch a little bit more. Yeah. That's it.
Can I turn it?
Yeah, of course you can. That's it. And again, I would. That's it. And now you can back stitch. That's it.
Come
Brilliant.
forward again, or do you just...
Yeah, if you want to.
Can I turn it?
Yeah. I think that's probably enough. Leave the needle up.
Oh.
So again, that's it.
Okay.
Put your foot up and let's have a look.
Da da da. Oh, I've got
turn
caught up.
turn the a bit more. That's it. It just sometimes it just
Does
needs
it
a
get
bit,
stuck?
Needs a bit of release.
So,
Yeah.
right, okay. Moment of a truth.
I think that is absolutely fine.
Really?
Look at it. Yes. You've
Done it
sewed
again.
a piece of Velcro on, which is really difficult actually. Especially especially this side because it is. I mean,
Yeah.
you can. I don't know if you can pick that up. It's really
Scratchy.
Yeah, it's unforgiving.
So I've got to go down the other side
yeah,
now.
so now you've got it. So all you've got to do is cut off your loose
Okay.
right to the. That's it.
And then on
And
the
that
other side.
That's it. Brilliant. Yeah. So now, unfortunately, you've got to go down the other side.
Oh. Okay.
I know. This is the trouble. You get through it once, and then you've got to go.
You think I've got to do it again? And I've got to do it again. Okay, about there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can take the pins out if you want to,
They're fine. They're not
because
really.
it is secure on the other side.
Oh, okay.
It's up. I mean, it's
I might do it just as
sorry, I've taken those
thank
away,
you.
that away from
As I
you.
go along.
It's completely up to you. But I just want you to be able to have hands to feed it through.
I don't know if I'm on it.
Do you want to start again?
Yeah.
Okay. So
So-
needle up, foot up.
Am I on it? Can you see?
Put your foot up. No, you
Ooh,
slightly come
slightly
off.
off.
I think we might put that pin back in because what happened was, do you see how that did
Gapes.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there you go.
10 hours later, Emma.
So no. This is the toughest bit.
I'm going to have to show Charlotte this
Yeah.
this cushion tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Should give us something to laugh about. Okay.
I'm sure she'll think you've done a marvellous job with her
Yeah.
fabric.
Yeah. Okay. Can I do it about there?
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Because I'm really worried
Yeah,
about wrecking the needle.
Whatever you're comfortable with. Don't forget you've got
Yeah.
to go back. That's it. It isn't very nice stuff. That's it. There you go. Backwards. That's it. Forwards a little bit. There you go. Needle up. Foot up. Hey!
Oh.
Do you feel a bit hot now?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Getting a bit warm now. Oh, that
You've done
was
really well.
that was complicated. Well, it wasn't. It's just trying to keep it on.
Yeah.
I mean, it was no different from doing the edges, but it just trying to keep it straight.
It is difficult. Look. Do you know, I think you should be really pleased with that.
You reckon?
Yes, I do. That is pretty darn good.
You're just being nice, I
No,
think,
I'm
Rebecca.
not. I'm not. This is not easy. It's not easy at all.
Goes off slightly.
Yeah, but not much. It's not.
Okay.
You're not.
No,
you're not
no,
doing
I'm
that,
not. No,
are
no,
you?
no,
You're
I'm
not
not
doing
doing that.
And look at this one here. Look at that there.
Oh, that was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think you should be very pleased with that.
Oh, I kept that right online, didn't I?
You did.
It was the first one actually that I messed up on a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's understandable.
Yeah. Okay.
To be honest with you. So now
We've
we're
got
going to
this
do the
bit.
one that's a bit softer. So
Okay.
it's
is that easier because presumably it's not
yes.
going to break the needle, is it? The same?
Yeah, no, you're fine. So, what you do is you bring
Match it.
this flap down to where the start of the
Yeah.
cushion, the main cushion part is. So you're going to bring that down, make sure that you've got that where it should be, like that.
Would you iron that
Line
before?
it up. Well, it's already been ironed.
Oh yes, yeah.
So you
Yes,
can.
it
I mean,
has.
you can if you want to put that crease in.
Yeah. Well,
You
we can do that.
You
after,
can
can't we?
iron it again if you want.
So it's
if you
putting
want
this-
to. So now you're going to put that where it needs to be. So just lift that bit up there like that, and we're going to sort of do a thereabouts. So I can see. Can you see that? There? I
where
can see
it's
that
meeting
is
there, isn't it?
yeah. So let me just turn that round and show again. So we've folded down to the top of the inside of the cushion. And then I'm just going to lift that bit up so I can see the Velcro there. I'm going to place this bit underneath to where I think it should be, and then I'm just going to make sure that, so if I can feel there now that if when that goes over there, it's going to it's
Meet.
stuck to it. Yeah. It's in line, so I know that I've hit the right area for where I want that to be. So I'm just going to put.
But of course, the tricky bit now is only
The tricky bit is that we're
top
only
bit of
going
fabric.
through. Yeah, so I am going all the way through at the moment because I just want to anchor this down in place, and I just want to make sure that I've got that in the right place, and I can feel that is. I mean, the other thing to do is you should, because if you've done it's completely square. So I can measure down from the top here, which is 10 1/4, and then I can open this up and measure down from this top bit here,
Yeah.
10 1/4, and then I know that I've got that.
In the right place.
I'm in the right place
Okay.
there. Yeah. So I can go fiddly. This pinning is fiddly as well, because you've got to go inside that bit.
So is this where you'd wear a thimble?
The trick
I've always
is,
wondered that.
No, that's for hand.
Oh right. Okay.
That's for hand sewing. See, I cannot hand sew now
Really?
without a thimble.
Oh really?
I can't do it. Probably because I can remember when I first went to fashion college when I
Yeah.
was 17,
Yeah.
and them saying use a thimble, and I thought, what?
Yeah.
And it was alien to me.
And
I
does it
couldn't-
really
I
help?
couldn't get on with it. Yeah, because you're pushing if you're doing an awful lot of hand sewing, like
Yeah.
sometimes I have to do on things, and you're pushing the needle through for hours.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes
Finger
I
gets
might
a bit sore.
might be hand sewing for 8 hours
Oh my goodness.
or something.
God, that would be like a death sentence to me. I know it's your profession. I mean, this is.
I love it actually. I love hand sewing.
you?
Yeah, I do love hand sewing.
Is that because you can switch off and you just get into a bit of a
Yeah,
groove?
I just like doing it. So now this is tricky because obviously you're halfway down
Yeah.
your fabric. So
And I can't go
you've-
through both sides.
You've got to make sure that you keep everything out of the way.
How do I do that?
Right. So you have to keep checking all the time. So
Can't
if
you
I
do this bit?
if I position that under there for you,
Yeah.
okay.
really don't want to mess this bit up.
No, you won't. So
So
again,
at least it doesn't matter now where
No,
I am on
no,
here, does
no,
it?
no.
Well, obviously I want to keep it
so
straight.
what you've got to do every time you do a bit, and then just check that you've pushed all of that excess out of the way. You'd be able to feel it. Can you feel what that feels like as a single layer?
Yeah.
So if that suddenly crept in there,
Yeah, it feels a lot
you
thicker,
can feel it,
fatter.
can't you?
Yeah.
But just keep checking
Okay.
where you're going with it.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, oh, it's down. The foot's
Yeah, it's
down.
down. I should have done it. Sorry. So remember to do your bit of back stitch.
Now?
Yeah. That's it. Go to the edge a bit more. Way brilliant. That's brilliant.
Is that right
Yeah.
to the edge?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's fine. And now
Is
you
that
you
okay?
back stitch. No back stitch.
can I leave the needle down?
Yeah, back stitch it. That's it. And then go a few forward. Brilliant. Right.
I've gone through the
No,
end.
you're fine. This is the underneath. Can you just turn that towards you a little bit? That's it. Just releases the thread a little bit. So then pull all that out of there. Clip the end.
Look.
And inside as well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Clip that bit inside as well. That's it. Not bad at all. I'll just do that edge. You're nearly there. You
God
have
for that.
nearly done it. So can you see how that's fraying?
If I'd have done, if the overlocker
yeah,
or
yeah,
the
and actually
zigzag.
this fabric doesn't fray as much as others, but other fabrics fray
Right, okay.
a lot worse than that. Right, so we're going to go the other side
Right.
now.
Are you
okay?
going to do the same?
I will help if you want me
Thank you.
to.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. That's it. So you That's it, and back a bit. That's it. Brilliant. Needle up towards you. That's it. Foot up.
Phew.
And there you go.
Oh,
You've done it. Now, let's get this. Should we get the inner cushion in, and then you can have a look at your work.
oh, and you can all laugh.
No.
No, the thing is, really,
No. Look. See.
if I can do this, seriously, anybody can do it.
So
Really?
you have gone off. Oh no, you haven't. No, you haven't.
I haven't done it, have I?
There you go. No, you have. You've just gone in.
Oh,
quite
I
a
went
lot.
in a bit.
But it's fine. It's absolutely
As long as
fine.
it sticks.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine. Now, the other thing that I did on
Yes.
the green one,
Yeah.
only because that annoyed me a bit,
Yeah.
I did a stitch along there.
Oh
But it's up to you. Look at face.
no,
Shall I make you?
that doesn't annoy me at
Does
all.
it? Oh,
Oh no, it's not a
doesn't
problem.
it? Doesn't
Just put
it?
the cushion
Just
in.
put
Let's
the
have a
cushion
little
in and
look.
shut
Okay.
up.
Yeah.
Put the cushion in and
Let's
shut
have
up.
a little look. Oh, it's a bit squidgy. It needs squidging
It
down
does.
a bit,
It
doesn't
does
it?
a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at that, guys! Look at that.
Put that in. That's it. It's a bit. There's a lot of room in here.
Have we made it too big?
No, not at all. I don't think so. And there you go.
Hooray!
You've done it. You've done it. Well done.
And I can't
That's
sew.
That's lovely. But that's how easy it can be. And you just need to start with a very simple shape. Don't make it complicated for yourself. Use Velcro. Practice. Practice with it.
Actually, it got easier as I went on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the next thing?
The next thing, I need to have a think about that.
Little think.
I need to have a
Wait
little
and
think.
see.
A little think. Because what did I said to you earlier, didn't I? The other thing, I mean, this is a bit big for a bag, but the other thing you could do
Yeah.
is add some straps, and that's a bag,
Yeah. Yeah.
isn't it?
It is actually. Yeah. Okay.
So you can do,
excellent.
you can do, you know.
So
you can
a
do things
surprise
like
next
that.
time then.
We'll have a little think
Not too tricky.
about. No.
Okay.
But look at the skills that you've acquired doing that.
I am remembering them as well.
Yeah, no, you are.
Right,
You are
okay.
remembering them. You are
Excellent.
remembering them.
So
All good.
subscribe,
Yeah.
like.
And comment, please. We
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
want some comments from you.
Rebecca may be able to help you as well if you're struggling with anything.
Yeah. Or if there's
Yeah.
anything in particular
Yeah.
that you think, I wouldn't mind knowing how to make that.
Yeah.
Then perhaps
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
do
give it a go.
Yeah.
We could
As long as
try.
It's not too complicated.
Yeah, and we can give it a go.
Or perhaps
Okay.
that'll be funny.
Okay, until next time then.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Subscribe!
Thank you very much.